Hey, entrepreneurs. So you've made the decision to hire a virtual assistant, and that's awesome, right? But here's the next big question that many people ask. Who is responsible for managing the VA once they're hired? And once you got one VA in place, what happens when your business grows? How do you scale your VA support to keep up with the demands of your expanding business? This is a really important questions, and today's video, I'm going to answer them for you. I'll explain exactly who is responsible for managing your virtual assistant. I'll show you how you can scale your virtual assistant support as your business grow. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of managing your first VA or wondering how to handle more as your business expands, this video is for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I'll be dropping more content to help you scale with smart strategies like this one. Let's dive right in. All right, so let's start with the first question. Who is responsible for managing the virtual assistant? Okay, when you hire a VA, you might think that you should just jump right in, take over everything. But the truth is, as a business owner, you are responsible for managing your virtual assistant, at least in the beginning. All right. However, there are different layers to this responsibility. So let's break it down. One, you want to set clear expectations. As the business owner, it's your job to clearly define what task and responsibility you expect your VA to handle. This includes giving them a detailed job description, outlining your communication preferences, setting clear goals and deadlines. The clearer you are with your virtual assistant, the easier it will be to manage that relationship. Okay. Number two, training and onboarding, right? When you hire an agency like ours, we kind of walk you through all these process, but when you're doing it for yourself, I want to share those information with you. You or someone in your business will need to onboard and train your VA. This includes familiarizing them with your systems, tools, processes, general company culture. When you start with clear training and a well-documented onboarding process, your virtual assistant will have the guidance they need to succeed. Okay. Number three, ongoing support and feedback. Once the VA is settled in, you still need to provide support and feedback. You can't just leave them to figure things out on their own, right? Regular check ins, I say weekly or bi weekly, are essential to make sure they're staying on track. You also want to give constructive feedback. That is super important to ensure they're improving and aligning with your business needs. All right. Number four, delegation of task. That is super important. While your VA is there to take tasks off your plate, you're still responsible for deciding what gets delegated. It's important to prioritize tasks and decide which ones will bring in the most value to your business. Over time, as you see your VA's strength, you can delegate more complex tasks to them. So while your VA is responsible for completing the tasks they're assigned to, it's your responsibility to manage them, provide feedback, and make sure they're aligned with your business goals. In the beginning, you might be hands on, but as your business grows, this process will evolve. All right. Now, let's talk about scaling your virtual assistant support. As your business grows, you're going to need more help. A single VA might not be enough to handle all the new demands. So, how do you scale your VA support effectively? And I'm going to share how. One, you want to identify areas that need more support. As your business expands, the first thing you want to do is identify which area that need more support. For example, your client base grows, you may need additional help with customer service or social media management. Take note of the tasks that are becoming time consuming for your current VA and begin to think about hiring additional support. Number two, hiring more VAs for specific roles. For us at Task Maven, we have tons of specialized VAs. So one of the best way to scale is by hiring more specialized virtual assistant. For example, you might have an admin VA for as your business grow. You might need a social media VA, a client support VA, an automation and tech VA. By hiring specialized VA, you make sure that your business gets the attention it deserves while still allowing you to focus on high level work and drive that growth. Okay. Use project management tools to manage multiple VAs. When you hire more VAs, you need a solid way to keep everything organized. Project management tool like Asana, Trello, Monday.com can help manage multiple VAs, tracking the work that they're doing and assign tasks. These tools keep you and everyone on the same page. And as you ensure that deadlines are met and the work is being done efficiently. Number four, delegate tasks and track performance. That's a big one. When you scale your VA team, it's important to track performance and ensure that tasks are being completed on time and to your satisfaction. Set clear KPI. If you never heard that word, that means key performance indicators for each VA. Hold them accountable, have clear metrics for success, make sure that they know what the responsibilities are, and make sure it's easier for them to adjust when needed. Number five, shift from tactical to strategic management. As you scale, your role as the manager will evolve. Instead of focusing on the day to day tasks, you shift toward a more strategic management role. You'll be managing the system. You're not going to be in the nitty gritty details anymore. You'll be overseeing your team of virtual assistant, making sure they have what they need and working with them to streamline operation. This shift is crucial for long term growth. Number six, create SOPs, or what we call standard operating procedures. One of the best ways to scale your VA support is to create SOPs, right? These are like step-by-step guide for your VA to follow processes consistently, and that will allow you to onboard new VAs quickly. With clear documentation, your VAs will know exactly what's expected of them, and you won't have to constantly oversee their work. All right. Now, I want to highlight something that becomes even more critical as you scale your VA support: clear communication. I'll say that again: clear communication. When you hire multiple VAs, it's easy for things to get lost in translation. And that's when mistakes can happen. So, how do you keep everything running smoothly? Set clear communication channels, whether it's through Slack, WhatsApp, email, a project management tool. Ensure that everyone knows where to communicate and how to share information. You want to hold regular check-ins. That could be weekly team meeting or daily team meeting, depends on the projects and the work. With a larger VA team, you can't afford to skip check-ins. Schedule weekly or bi-weekly meetings to touch base with your VAs. During these meetings, discuss priorities, review progress, and address the challenges. All right. You want to foster like a team environment. Even though your VAs are remote, make them feel like they're part of the team. Encourage collaboration, share successes, create a culture where feedback is welcome. When your VA feel connected and valued, they're more likely to stay motivated and perform at their best. All right, because they feel they're part of the team, right? They're people just like you. So clear communication help prevent mistakes, keeps everyone aligned, and ensure that your business can scale efficiently. All right. As your team grows, quality control becomes more important than ever. And how do you ensure that the work your VAs are doing is up to the standards you expect? Well, you have a couple different options, and I'm going to share some tips to maintain quality, right? First thing you want to do is set expectation early. Make sure your VAs understand that quality looks like from day one, whether it's the tone of emails, response times, project deadlines, quality and set the standard, right? You want to define the quality and set the standard. Provide ongoing feedback, regular check in, and provide constructive feedback to your VAs. This helps them improve and ensure that the quality of their work stays high. Okay. You could hire another VA to do the management of quality control as well. um, Test and review. For the first few months, review your VA's work closely. It's essential to ensure they're meeting your expectation. And if not, you can quickly provide correction before bad habits set in. By setting clear standards and providing regular feedback, you can ensure that the quality of work remains consistent even as your team expands. And that's really important, right? We enforcing clear expectation, clear communication, quality of work. So who's responsible for managing the VA? Well, that's you, the owner of the business. Or you can hire a company like ours, Task Maven, Team Maven, for us to help you, right? But as you scale, you can shift into more strategic management role with the system in place to help you manage multiple VAs effectively. As your business grows, scaling your VA support involves clear delegation, strategic management, and fostering strong communication. That is, I can't, that's super important. With the right system in place, you can build a VA team that grows with you and helps you reach new heights. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment below. How are you planning to scale your VA support as your business grows? Thanks for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Cheers.